Hi everyone, this is Anthony from Sunny Creates. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So hopefully, I'm gonna try to get back into the swing of doing my videos. Let's see how it goes. Thanks to everyone that watched my flip through and then commented on, my being well and wishing me well. That's what I want to actually say. Let's see how this video is going to be, because I still do have my cough, but I'm gonna try not to let it hold me back too much. Right, so hi and hugs to, I think it was So Paper Crafts and Christine Skinner. Thanks so much for your comments, ladies, and let's get started. So in my flip through, I had a one piece of the ephemera that was similar to this. Okay, and I mentioned that it was inspired by Fun Life on a Budget, but I kind of changed it around. To be very honest, I can't quite remember exactly what she did, but I think I put these things in it, if I'm not mistaken, and stuff like that. So this one over here, I stamped it. I stamped it as well, and then I also stamped the back. Okay, so I'm going to try and repeat this one, and I did it a little bit differently on this here, simply because the one I had I did not like. I felt that the pocket was a little bit too snug, and I also did this a little bit differently, because the one I had, I think I did it with normal paper, and this one I did it with 120 GSM coffee dyed paper. So I think I like this one a little bit better. But that's why we do these things, hey? So I'm sure you recognize this journal. It is my Cherry Blossom journal. So I want to get this baby bound and over with, because I halted this journal. You can see how fat it already is, and it's literally 2 signatures. I halted this journal in order to be able to do the collaboration. So I want to finish this, and then I want to finish my sage journal and my beautiful blooms, and I've got an autumn journal that's lying over there. So I want to try and finish all my journals before I go on to my next journal, and I'm hoping that my next journal is going to be the coffee journal. Let's go. Okay, and I'm just gonna leave this out over here just to remind me most what I did. I can maybe take some measurements as well. So let's see what you will require. So these my 120 GSM paper. Can you see it's coffee dyed, and it's got all these little bumps in them, bubbles in them, but it's okay, it's fine. And then I've also got 120 GSM paper from the kit. Okay, you can make it thicker by adding some coffee dye to the end if you want to, but I wouldn't, because, and then I've got this from I don't know what kit. It could be my Eternal Easter, I'm not sure, but the colors go. Okay, so I'm going to use that as well. And then I've got 2 like tickets, but they're not tickets, from the Cherry Blossom kit. And then I stamped these 2 beautiful cards that I'm going to be using as my journal cards. Yeah, and apart from that, you can just have any stamps that you want to have. Okay, and let's get started. Sorry, I try to keep my throat hydrated, and then anytime that the video looks a little bit like as if I stopped it or whatever, please understand that's me coughing. Okay, like now. Okay, sorry about that. So I'm going to just pull out the measurement over here, and then I'll give it to you. So I'm just going to put my pen over here. My card over here. I'm going to pull out that measurement. Sorry, I'm going to then fold it over there at that line. And then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do after that. So I don't really need to score this because it's quite thin. Yeah. So ladies, if I don't speak a lot, please, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. Because the more I speak, the more, you know, the more my throat gets dry, the more drier my throat gets, and the more I seem to cough. But I'll try to speak. You know me, I cannot stop speaking. So I'm just going to add that there now, and I'm going to, well, that's 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 and 7/8. Okay. So I'm just going to say 1 8, 2 8, 3 8s, maybe just 3 8s. I'm going to move 3 8s from there. Right. So what's that? Whatever. Whatever. I'm so bad at this. So I'm just going to try to, I think I'm going to just, I should have brought out the bigger scoreboard, but I didn't. But that's good enough, because from there I can just, you know, take the measurement, because I don't really need it scored more. I just needed that line there. Okay, so I think that's cool. I can use that line there. A 1/4 of an inch would be perfect as well. Nothing's wrong with a 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so I've got that line over there now, right? And then I'm going to take my cutter. And I am just going to cut my stuff. So, you know, I'm going on about this the strawberry portfolio kit that I need to get done. Oh gosh, every time I sit down to complete it, I don't get a chance to complete it. So that's one thing. And then the other thing, what I was supposed to do, something fell here. Just give me a second. Yep. You probably can see my gray hair. I have an appointment with my hairdresser soon, but not soon enough. Just putting the stuff back. I tried to clean up after, you know, after the last journal, but I still got lots of stuff on my desk, and I've still got all the stencils out, put the inks away and stuff like that. And then, I mean, you could have used your, oh my greatness, what is that called, a scoreboard, and scored here and then you know, a little bit out there, but I didn't do that because I didn't need, the paper wasn't hard enough for me to have to actually score. So I'm just gonna do that for now. You don't even have to do that. I'm just creating that line over there at the edge, because that's gonna be the fold. And I think that was supposed to be the line that I scored, but I scored a different line. Anyway, there's the line here that I scored. If I can help not using a scoreboard, I don't. Not in the habit of always using a scoreboard for my work. You see, I always tend to use this. And this is a good example of not having a scoreboard and using this. And mind you, no, I don't have one. I think I have 3 scoreboards, if I'm not mistaken. But nevertheless, so this is the part you're going to hinge out. Oh no, okay, wait. There is something else I want to do. I want to take this paper now, and I want to put it, so it was that way. I'm taking it in, now I'm putting it this way. And here I suggest maybe you have a scoreboard. And then I think I'm going to take about 1/2 inch, half an inch. and I am going to put the 1/2 inch there like that. Okay, can you see 1/2 inch? So it came through on the other side as well. So that's when the scoreboard is nice and worth you know, the effort of taking it out and stuff like that. Oh, and I just slid right to the back. Okay, so I've got that 1/2 inch now, and I'm going to use that 1/2 inch. Okay, so let's see what I'm going to do first. Firstly, I've got this 1/2 inch. I'm going to fold it down like that. Like that. Because that is going to be my flip. You know, like flip over like this. Okay, like flip over. So it's a flip over belly band with a secret pocket. Okay, so now what I want to do this is, if this is my front, I'm going to leave that there. So there looks like continuity, you know, like continuity when you are flipping it over. So what I'm going to do is the back part of the stuff, which will be this, not this one here, but rather this side here. Okay, this side here. What I'm going to do is that I am going to cut it on that line over there. Okay, you get me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to take my pair of scissors in. So there's that line. Maybe I must just darken it a little bit. So you see that there, I'm going to cut out, and that there, I'm going to cut out. Here, I'm going to cut it at a slant, taper the edge there, and taper the edge there as well. Okay, so let's get going. So because I know all that's going to come out, and I'm going to cut that at a slant, I'm going to first cut that at a slant, and then I'm going to cut that part out like that. And I'm going to cut it on the line, and I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to cut it on the line as well. That's just to remove bulk and no other reason. Okay, if you don't want to remove the bulk, that's fine too. And I'm going to also do it on that side there. Okie dokie, we are done for that part now. Right, so it's going to look something like that, and this is going to be down like that. Now you might want to taper the edges over here. I don't want to taper it, because when it's stuck down, I'm going to see that, you know, the tapered edge, and I don't think I want to see it that way. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to quickly just do this, because when I put it in to the book, I don't want it to. I just want to see how long it is in the book. Yeah, we could even have gotten away with 1 inch, Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this might be a little bit long for the page I'm going to use. I'm going to take out 1/2 inch over here, 1/2 inch there, because I want that 1/2 inch there. I don't want it to be 1 inch there. So this was 21 centimeters, right? Because I'm from South Africa, this was the full A4 page. So I don't know, I'm just gonna hazard, let's see what's 1/2 inch more. So then I would have taken no, you know what, let me just do it this way and just say that I took out about 1/2 inch, right? I mean, sorry, I took out here. I don't want it too short at the same time, so I think that's fine. Yeah, I'm just gonna take out a little bit like that as well, so it'll just fit a little bit better on the page. And that's about 1/2 inch. Alrighto, and then I'm just gonna continue inking it. So I don't want to fold that more than 1/2 inch. So I took out about 1/2 inch from the bottom as well, just so that it fits a little bit better on my page and into my pocket. Okay, so that's it. I'm doing all sides because I am going to be seeing all sides. Right, that's it there. Right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it out, and I am going to apply some glue onto this side here. like that. Okay, and then close it. There we go. Oops, that's not nice. Right, that's it. Oh man, what is wrong with me? Let's leave that there. Okay, the next thing we are going to do is we're going to use some of this paper here, okay, to be able to make the little pocket over there at the bottom that this is going to go into. So all I did is I just what's the word, I don't even measure, just winged it a little bit. So I said, okay, I want so much on that side, I'm gonna have so much leeway on this side as well. Okay, and I want the pocket to be maybe about this tall. Okay, I'm gonna give you measurements now, right? So because I know some people like measurements. My rulers are downstairs. Oh, there's a chair. Sorry, I don't have a large ruler here. So this altogether is about 7 centimeters across, which is 2 3/4 centimeters long, and here it is 6. How do you like that? 6 and about 7.5 inches, and in centimeters that would be approximately, I would say, it's getting dark over here in South Africa, man. It's all winter. Where are we going to end it? Just under 19 centimeters long. Okay, so that's that. Now here you'll see I made a line here and I made a line here. Okay, you can I'm sure you can see those 2 lines over there, and maybe that's not the best way. Yeah, okay, I want to do it that way. All right, so that means that I need to cut down here. Now I hope that my little trimmer can do that. Because I don't like bringing out my big trimmer. Oh no, oh no, oh no, it doesn't want to. Okay, you know what? Just gonna trim a piece out maybe here, like a decent enough piece, like a tag piece, but knowing full well that that one there I am going to have to thing over. Oh, Santini, you're so lazy. You're just so lazy. You know what? Don't always be lazy. It's not like it's not right underneath my table, you know. Oh dear, you are just way too lazy for me. I say to myself. Okay, so I know I want to cut there. Yes, ladies. I know I'm not the only one that is like that. So I know that there's many of us that will do that. Just matching a line here. I'm so lazy, I don't even want to pull out the extender. How do you like that? That is the epitome of laziness. Yes, so I could have made it thicker, but okay. Right, so that's that. Let's put that piece away. Now on this one, remember I said these my lines over here. This one here and this one here. So all I'm going to do on this line here, I'm going to fold it like that, just like that, on itself, like that, and then I'm just going to I think just add another inch or so and then cut it out. Okay, now on that note, yep, oh, there's one. I thought it slid to the back. So I'm just gonna add it here like that, and then just add it, do it the right way now. Put a line here, that's where I'm gonna fold it, and then maybe what is there from there? 1, 2, 3, 4, a half an inch more. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is now you don't even have to do all these steps. You know, if you can cut straight, I can tell you one thing, you are set. You don't need to even do all these things that I am doing. Me, because I can't cut straight. Okay, so there we go. We've got this now that we need. And then this is going to fit into it like that. Right, great stuff. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to slightly just miter those edges slightly. She says, and she can't even see where she's mitering. Right, there we go. Like that. Right, and then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to ink it up like that. And then you choose which side you want this on. I keep it on this side because I'm left-handed, so the way I put paper in is a bit different compared to everybody else. Okay. Yeah, so because I put paper, you know, I put my paper in from this side, I want the you know, the gusset to be on that side. Right, so all I'm going to do now is I'm going to, this is going to be the top. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the bottom and across here. Okay, you see, left my glue open. I'm trying, I've got like so many of the bottles of glue open, and this here is not expensive. This is not the expensive glue. This is the cheaper glue. So I mean, I don't use it in a hurry, and then I use only the expensive glue. Okay, and then I've got all this glue lying over here. So now I try to consciously reach for the inexpensive glue. Well, it's not cheap, it is still expensive, but not as expensive as the other one I use. Okay, so now that is done, this is your front. What do you want to do in your front in terms of decorating it? And I bet my bottom dollar that I put that stamp somewhere that I can't find it now. I am such a classic case of silly, really. Because I mean, I used these two stamps last night, and they were like right at the bottom of the stamp pad here. So what I do is I keep some stamps here next to me over here, that the ones that I probably know that I might be using in a project, and they were right at the bottom. Oh my greatness. Yo, at least you can say, I told you before, never a dull moment with me. And now let me see, where's the glue, I mean the ink for it. Okay, that wasn't so bad. It was the second one. First a fine, clear, very Perry. So I went on a spree one not too long ago, and I bought me some inks, and I don't think I regret it. I love the VersaFine Clear range, and let's just use this since it's here. Let's add it to it. And it's not a dark color, so there's my opening at the bottom. It's not a dark color, so if you, oh, look at what I did. Not at all. This is just a piece of perspex that one day my husband brought home for me because of the cuttlebug. Oh, you see, it didn't stamp so well there, but that was my fault. Because of, you know, I have a cuttlebug, but it's so old now that I barely use it, because I got the Sidekick and I got another A4 machine as well. But he's like, do you need to use this? I was like, oh no dear, It is a little too thin for the cuttle bug. And I had it had a green layer on it. I think this paper is what's the word I'm looking for? Got a little shine on it. I thought as much it did, but I wasn't sure. So these stamps are not looking nice on it, as you can see. You can see how they're smudging. So I'm not going to stamp on the back of it. I'm not going to stamp on the back because they got a little bit of a shine at the moment, like a gloss to it. All right, so I'm not going to stamp at the bottom, and I'm not going to stamp anymore. Okay, so I think I picked up the wrong paper. So this is not 120 then, this is 130 GSM, if I remember my paper, the one that shines a bit. You see, like you really have to feel the texture to know that it's the shiny one, otherwise you're not going to know until you like do a stamp on it or something like that. So they wet, okay, like that. Okay, so that's going to annoy me. I'm going to have to put you on pause until I dry it, and then I'm coming back, okay? Okay, so I used the dryer and I just used a paper towel. Okay, a clean paper towel over there to do that. So I can still see it's a bit wet, but I think it's okay. We'll try not to touch it too much. Right, so thankfully for me that those are not going to be the you know, the focus. And not only that, if I look at it, they look like little watercolor images, so it's not bad. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is where did I leave my stuff? Oh, there's it here. So I've got this stuff here, and then I've also got this stuff. Now this stuff is going to be the card for the inside, so I'm just going to line it up like that, because I don't want to touch it too very much. And then I'm going to take a pencil, if I can find one. Oh, there's it here. And I'm just going to maybe mark it just over there. All right, like that. And then let's leave that to one side because it's still busy drying. And then I'm just going to cut this out like that. So this was that's not nice. That's not nice at all. What happened there? I think the bottom of this thing is a bit wonky these days. Okay, but we'll do that then. So we lost a bit, but yeah, it's okay. Alright, so I don't need to. This is quite sturdy. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and I am going to just round the edges. Oh, this paper is nice and sturdy. You see, this was when my printer liked 160 GSM. Now, no, I think it's getting a bit old. I've got it for this is going to be 5 years in August, and I do use it a lot. You know, almost every single day I use it, but I haven't used it for a while now because the last I think I printed out was my kit, my B kit. And then after that, I've been using my laser printer because I've been printing out some study guides for Bible study. And then it's just easier and more economical to use my laser printer. Okay, so that's going to go in there like that. Okay, so we've got a nice little card in there like that. Okay, great stuff. Okay, look at me. And then we are going to add these in there. And let's just quickly ink them, and also giving that a chance to dry a little bit more. So ladies, I hope that you are well, and I really apologize for not not having videos out. I have been suffering with my cough for a while, and so it makes it difficult to come on. And then, as I mentioned, I do have other priorities. And then also, I get really tired with this cough because I don't sleep at night. So I'm tired at the end of the day because I still have to work, right? And then also, like, I feel like I don't get enough oxygen in. So that also makes me tired. And I have a thyroid problem. And I'm anemic. So those two are always, you know, the person feels low in energy. So all those things compounded, then I just, you know, when I want to sit down and actually do some work, my mind says yes. Sometimes my mind even says no. But my body says, sorry, hey, not this time. So I'm just going to add these in here like that. Trying to find the middle. And I hope I have enough place for this one. Okay, we put it like that. Yeah. And my body says, no, I'm sorry. I cannot do this. You know, whatever. And even that's the reason why kits are not coming out. Normally I do 2 kits a month. And I just cannot keep up doing the 2 kits a month because because of the fact that yeah, you know, I've got, if I'm not doing something else that takes up my energy, where did I leave that? Oh, there's a, then I am just resting and whatever. So this goes in there. And this is a, I'm gonna title this video idea book, but I need to finish this journal off, so I'm gonna add it to the journal like that. Okay, I'm gonna add it to my journal now. My intention is to go down and make a Friday freebie for you, so I'll see you tomorrow because today's Thursday. And yeah, hopefully I'm going to be able to make that Friday freebie for you. There we go, that's done. Now let's put it into our journal. And it's far, this project comes together far quicker than I have done it. So I think I'm gonna put it, let's see, it's blue, right? Okay, I'm gonna put it over here. I'm gonna put it here. And let's see. All right, it's gonna go here like this. Yep, like that. Now I'm gonna take out the stronger glue. Like that. So I'm just gonna fold that flap down. You know, you can take out the cards if you want to. And I'm gonna place it quite to the top as possible. Hopefully straight. Maybe something, you silly Billy. Work on one page at a time. Because then you can see. Right now you can't see because all the other pages are there. It's stuck. You see, that glue sticks like magic. And if for ladies in South Africa, it is the dollar jewel bond. Okay, so there's the bottom with the card already in it. There's the this part here, and remember you're going to have the open part going in here like that. Okay, so here you can basically just glue the back fully down, making sure that the open part is going to be top, facing topwards. So open part, okay, facing topwards, and then all you do is you lift this up but you use it as a guide, okay, if that makes sense. Come on, so use that as a guide to know where you need to put your pocket. Let's see, a little bit more to that side, but already it has stuck. It has stuck. Okay, so even though I was faffing with it, that's this glue here, Dollar Jewel Bond. And you can literally use it for everything. I mean, you know, I even use it for acetate. You'll see me sometimes using it for acetate and stuff like that. So it's really nice. And then all you do is, okay, now you know this is not full, it's stuck but not fully stuck. And then all you do is you slide it in there. When it's stuck, it works well. And then just slide it in there like that. Okay, so these yeah, this part here is not stuck properly down as yet. Here and here. Okay, and then you've got yourself a belly band that you can tuck something under. Obviously you're going to tuck something under like this. That's, I wonder if it's gonna fit there. Oh no, it's too much. What else do we have? Oh, I'm thirsty. This will work. Let's take this one. This is gonna work maybe, hey? Let's see, maybe. Okay. There you go. There's a belly. Oh, it actually works perfectly. Couldn't have been better sized. So there's your belly band. Okay. And then you open this. So these are journaling spots as well. Then you open it out. You've got a journaling spot inside. Over here. Like that. And then you've got, oh, come on, why are you being difficult? There we go. And then you've got journaling over there as well. Now look at how well that fits in. I couldn't have asked for it fitting better. And that, ladies, there, see, it went in easily now. That, ladies, is today's idea, inspired by yeah, fun life on a budget, and then with my twist on it. So I did, the reason I couldn't speak is because I was like, I should have sewn all the ephemera, but now I realize I did sew the ephemera. Oh well, these are not sewn. It's okay. There we go. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and then I'm sorry that I took so much longer than was necessary. And do take care. Lots of love from me, Santini at Sunny Create, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow with a Friday freebie. Take care, ladies. Lots of love. I think I said that already, but then I did not say. Have a blessed week. Until I see you again. Bye bye.